Chapter 1, The Pug. The first time Honey saw the pug, it was a typical cool March morning. The government preferred cool mornings and rarely deviated from the scheduled temperature at this time of year. She had been sitting at her garden breakfast table, taking her usual morning nutrient pills with blueberry sauce and staring vacantly at the massive treehouse floating in the sky. Her parents worked for the incredibly wealthy Mill family, and like all rich people, the Mills insisted on human servants instead of androids, in order to prevent them from malfunctioning and going on brutal killing sprees. From the corner of her eye, she noticed something small crawling slowly towards her from the direction of the estate's crystal lily pond. It was usually such a peaceful, serene place with a small rose garden and fluttering white butterflies, which is what made the monster's appearance even more terrifying. "Oh my," she gasped. The creature was covered in pond weeds and what looked like wet, brown fur, and gave off a strange smell that reminded her of a wet mop. It had a face that was a mess of wrinkles, and little stubby legs and a tiny curled tail. It stared at Honey with its huge liquid eyes that were like pools filled with infinite sadness. It slowly began to walk closer towards her, its tiny feet crunching on the Mill estate's genuine gold-plated lawn. Honey's heart pounded in her chest, and she found herself transfixed and quite unable to move. The Mills must have a new robot, she reasoned, as she often did when she was afraid. It was silly to be scared because it couldn't be an actual flesh and blood animal. That would be impossible. Perhaps it was an alien, or a dragon like the ones in her books. Technically aliens are real, she reminded herself. Dragons on the other hand, well, Honey reasoned it was a big universe and anything was possible. Honey breathed out, slowly raising her basic gray smart bracelet to her lips. According to Mother, getting a neon orange one covered in rhinestones like the one she wanted would have been ridiculous and tacky. "Can you tell me what this is?" Honey asked her bracelet and then turned her hand towards the creature. Honey's smart bracelet beeped. "Biological life form detected, species unknown," the bracelet's voice droned. "Biological life form unknown," Honey whispered, her heart hammering in her chest. Suddenly the creature stopped walking and started to violently shake its entire body, causing Honey to flinch. The wet weeds were shaken off, leaving its fur looking a little spiky but noticeably drier. It was then that she noticed it was wearing what was unmistakably a universal translator around its neck. Hello," Honey whispered. "Are you some sort of alien? Or maybe a dragon?" The creature made a little whining noise and looked at her quizzically.